Hello, St. Paul Lutheran Church, Pastor Wolfmueller here, checking in from COVIDville. I'll give you an update on how everyone's doing at the end of the announcement video here. This is the announcements for, whoa, these are not in order. These are the announcements for December 13th through the 20th. Woo! This next week, a couple of things coming up. First, we got church on Sunday, normal stuff, 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 9:30 Sunday school in person and online. We have communion, both services. Up front, we're doing it the same way we've been doing it. No registration required. We have our physical distancing requests, so masking coming in and leaving, and if we can't maintain physical distancing during the service, that's there. Pastor Mitwoody will be there this Sunday. God be praised for Pastor Mitwoody preaching. It's the third Sunday in Advent, so Gaudete Sunday, Rejoice Sunday, the little relief in the middle of the fast of Advent. I'm going to teach Sunday school remotely, so I'll be teaching at Zoom, and we'll broadcast it there into the sanctuary as well. So we'll continue our study on spiritual warfare. So that'll be really great. The Worldwide Bible class on Tuesday morning, that's also on the schedule still. If you haven't been to that, that'd be great. You can find on this YouTube channel that you're watching this on, our congregation's YouTube channel, you can find all the old studies as well. So we did a long study on hope, and then I got sick. Then we got Pastor Preuss is working us through the Gospel of Mark now, which is a lot of fun as well. We'll continue with our midweek services, 6 o'clock for the communion service, 7 o'clock study. We're trying to live stream that on the Zoom. It was the most successful yet last week, so thanks for that. If you want to join us on our Zoom Sunday School, you can join us for the sermon and also for the service that's there. Coming up, let's see, on Saturday, December 19th, we have our men's Bible study. We're continuing our study on prayer. BYOC, bring your own coffee. That'll be next Saturday. If you don't have a link, so not tomorrow, next Saturday. If you don't have a link to that Zoom meeting, then Troy, Gary have that link as well. So send them an email or send me an email, and I'll get you hooked up for that. And then next Sunday, December 20th, we have our visit to Bethlehem. So during the Sunday school hour, 9 o'clock, 9:30 to 10:30, we'll start, if the weather holds up, we'll start outside in front of the church. The brass will be there and will lead us in some Christmas carols. So we'll all sing some Christmas carols. Then we'll have some hot chocolate and things like that in the gym. And then in little groups, we'll be led through the fellowship hall to see the kids there, and they'll have a little booth, a carpentry booth and a scribe booth and all that sort of stuff. That's great. Here's our Christmas Eve service schedule. 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We added that this week. 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. These two services you have to register for. We maxed it at 100. So if you want to make sure there's only 100 people or 99 other people spread out evenly through the sanctuary, the 2 o'clock service, the 4 o'clock service, that's for you. I think we got 20 people signed up at 2 o'clock. 4 o'clock is full. 8 o'clock and 6 o'clock is no restrictions. So maybe there'll be 2 people who will come, or maybe there will be 200 people. I don't know. I imagine it'll be somewhere in between. I imagine with these 4 services, we'll be able to spread out sufficiently. So that's the current plan. And then on Christmas Day, we have our communion service at 10 o'clock. Christmas morning. That morning, we'll have our service there. We still have our baptism and confirmation certificates available. Those are great Christmas gifts if you want to give your kids or the grandkids all matching baptismal certificates and frames and stuff like that. Let Elsa know. She'll print them out on parchment for you, and that's a cool thing. Also, so on Tuesday, we normally have our communion services. These are canceled this week, being extra careful. And why is because, again, I'm coming to you from COVID Central. This is our daughter Hannah was exposed to some COVID over Thanksgiving. So she isolated as she got back home, but then tested on, I think, Thursday, and her test results came back on Sunday positive. So Carrie had been taking care of her, but Carrie and me and Daniel all went to get tested on Monday. Daniel and I, negative, Carrie, positive, alas. So she's been isolating since then, and we kind of went then into lockdown mode. Again, I was symptom-free and COVID-free, and I tested negative. Carrie also doesn't have any symptoms, unless, what did she say, being extra frustrated at being locked in the bedroom is a symptom of COVID. Then she's got that extra. But other than that, she's fine. no oxygen's fine, temperature's fine, everything's fine. Hannah's also better, so she's starting to count the days when she's symptom free, so she can come out of quarantine. So everyone's doing well. We want to be extra careful that we don't spread COVID around. So the plan is probably Pastor Mitwoody will be there on Sunday. He covered last Wednesday. We should be out of the clear to start testing probably Monday or Tuesday. So we'll go for COVID tests next week. And then when those all come back negative, then sort of re-engage at a very careful level. So all the precautions we've been taking, I think, are at church and everything are, this is why we do it. And so God be praised. I think we continue to be safe as we meet and as we gather together, especially if we don't have any symptoms and we're in the clear. But in the meantime, I'm working from a distance from home. So until we test negative and again make sure everybody's safe. So if you need me, please let me know. Send me a note or get a hold of Elsa. Your elders are all ready to help as well. And thank you for your prayers and for your concern, offers of help. It's very gracious, and God be praised for that as well. I think that's all this week. So again, God's peace be with you.